Since on the 17th of June 2019, NBC the matter come up, and since then NBC we dey here. The matter NBC concerned the Judiciary Assembly, where NBC they bring people come. Since then people come talk and say the way they teach people into the House of Assembly, say they do and well, say they don't do and well. This matter come born many children. So the National Assembly first send the House of Reps members, they come check this matter. Before know what they happen now, they talk some kind of things there. Some people say now the correct thing, some people say no correct. Then before know what they happen again, another set of people come again. This time for the Senate, they come to talk their own again for the same matter. It can't be like what they talk, come follow what the House of Reps talk. But people say talk and now say the thing no correct. Barrister Leonard Osa Owage, he did with us say, he don't only they call for this matter on telephone. Not be only for you go, they talk, maybe you call your talker. Then we come here. Welcome to our program.
Thank you very much for having me. I appreciate it.
You will bring the grammar come down.
Thank you.
We get our brother here, Barrister EDHA. I better be so. Yeah. I call him well. EDHA, welcome to our program.
Thank you very much.
I know go school, now grammar and they speak, but you go bring it come down here because we no go. According to the one, I say na learning brother. Learned sister, we are no learned. But people like us when we say they know they learned now. How not go take teach us when we say we go take no. Without waiting the House of Assembly, the Senate talk is correct or not correct. Make a start from you. Because I remember saying time we say they talk this matter here, you go always call in to talk say yes, say see the line when you did told. The black say most of the time they talk say yes, say what is the National Assembly they talk, black say it correct. I want me to say you tell us now, make we know the face when we say it they behind the audio when they hear that time truthful.
Okay, well, make I clarify. My position, I don't want to talk for your program here. Say the way the House of Assembly conduct the first sitting, not be waiting, in my view, the Constitution envisage. I say so because we don't the House of Assembly, they don't do their first sitting since what would they call inauguration. I like to use the language of the law. The language of the law say first sitting, but it's also synonymous with inauguration. So with the CM since, we know say they not the carry few people start first sitting. And if some of the news and the stories and the skits what would they get by our phone via social media is anything to go by, you go see and say there was a reason behind why that first sitting be like that. Me don't see for skit where a particular governor they say some persons will be members elect to the House of Assembly, they conspire to come sit and come remove her for seat. And so when you now see say that was if that story not true and that governor reason like that, then you go understand why that inauguration be like that.
So what is the talking totality now?
Because there was already an underlying factor. That is the reasoning behind why that inauguration be like that. Because that inauguration not be so it be as we know before. Okay. Having said that, I also my understanding of the law is that no House of Assembly shall be less than 24 members. And no House of Assembly shall be more than 42 members. That is the my understanding of the Constitution, and I believe that what did the Constitution envisage. If the Constitution envisage what did happen now, it means say people can conspire together and say this set of people now we go put for House of Assembly set of people.
Also, want to say the talk, so me know.
So I just want to put I want bring the foundation.
The foundation.
Coming to the question when you ask for the House National.
Because my brother,
now the National Assembly get power under the Constitution to take over the legislative functions of any House of Assembly when not fit perform a legislative function. Okay. When we say the National Assembly, we mean both houses of Assembly, that's the House of Representatives and the Senate.
Okay.
I won't make a land, sorry. If the House, well, I remember, please underline the legislative function. Any other thing will not be under that platform of the legislative function, it means say na advisory in my view.
Okay.
So if a National Assembly give order to the executive of a state in respect of an assignment to be done, in my view, na advisory. But the power we get now to take over the legislative function of a state where be say enough perform a legislative function. Okay,
but the way they do, because I want to ask you a question for the first one you first talk. You say the House shall not be less than 24, yes, and all of that, the inauguration. But let's not forget, say the time when Senator Saraki become the president of the National Assembly, some people come, some people not go. Yes. And they still do it like that.
Okay, fine.
No, you agree to that?
I will answer you now.
I know you agree to that.
If we, I know agree, if you say make I put them like that. Because the Constitution, if you look, even that house, that's one where we talk so, the then president sent a proclamation letter. They know the day when they want to do that first sitting of the House of the National Assembly. And in any case, that one, if assuming that not correct, where people complain that time, we go to that. That is why we say now, say maybe we do the right thing, so that we not go use that as a precedent for tomorrow.
Barrister Israel, make I ask you one thing. You see, in the talk now, say the House, that's the National Assembly, Senate and the House of Representatives, they get the right to take over the function, even the way when it be like this. Because when they talk, you get the way to the looker. Because that looker no can understand. If you interpret that look for me.
My brother, I want to thank you very much for this opportunity. And I greet my people for House. But before I talk for that issue of law, when they say they stand upon, give this resolution or directive, purported directive, when they talk about, so I go want to make one quick remark. You know, when first the House of Representatives do the same thing, when Senate they attempt to do so, the barber for street, the market woman, even we will be lawyer, all of us confused because of the error. Because if you read the Constitution, you don't need to be a lawyer to understand them at all. The wordings of the Constitution are so clear. So we can't think, say, when Senate come into this matter, as elder brothers, they go correct
of reps.
Yes, they go correct the obonge error, what we they call fundamental error, where House of Rep don't make, only for them to concur. You go find that say now this kind of tendencies when people get to take abuse power in a way that will go lead to autocracy. That's why when they look Oyibo, they look this kind of government, they call introduce what they call sharing of power, that they call a separation of power. So that, you know, say that they talk about, you go say, power corrupts.
And absolute power
corrupts. Absolutely. So when they do this separation of power, so that there will not be undue interference. They not say relationship not go deal, but the relationship not go be to the extent where you go come tie one arm, you carry a hand, go back. Say this thing you must do on. If time they, I forgive you the history, when you even bring about that infusion of that particular session, session 1145, where Senate, they say they stand upon, they give all these misguided resolutions when they give so. It's completely misdirected and misguided.
If you just say they misguided and the rest, you understand that and background, maybe I feel understand. So.
Yes.
Now the Senate National Assembly, now they do the law.
Yes.
Now the Judiciary to come interpret the law, if I no make mistake.
Yeah.
Now the House of Reps come and say, now so it's supposed to be.
Yes.
Now come to say, why it make una they rush? Why don't we make the Senate do their own? Then they come to do their own, they come look and say, yes, now so it's supposed to be. When they try to talk and say the House of Reps wrong, the Senate wrong. I've been waiting.
They're not only wrong, they are wrong now. Fundamental wrong.
Okay.
Because what they talk about, let's even assume, say, that section 11.4 give them the power. The circumstance or the thing when they provoke the House of or the National Assembly to even
take charge,
to even evoke that power at all, never even come at all. If you permit me, make I explain. If the section 1145 say if law and order don't break down, I want to explain now so that our people for us go understand. And it not come dey possible again for State House of Assembly
to sit
or to transact business. And if you ask, is that the situation in Edo State? The answer is complete no. Not be recently they are inaugurate commissioners. They have been given their portfolios already, and the house is sitting peacefully. Edo State, there is peace everywhere. So when they come provoke that particular session now, when Senate or National Assembly say that they stand upon to take over, and secondly, when they talk about this takeover, they talk as if say na military era we dey. If you would look the takeover when the Constitution contemplate, he say make the seize the building. He say you go take over to the extent. If this House of Assembly, let's say they not come make law again because of the katakata wey dey state, then you go dey help them, they make law.
Okay, he dey talk one that thing. I say now when katakata dey, now be say this thing. But if you say katakata no dey, but why would they for courts? I won't ask you.
Now because of this interference,
okay.
The interference will take off because people they want abuse the
power.
Yes.
Okay. You see, he say wahala no dey. You understand? Because the house they sit. Okay, they sit, they preside over what they happen and everything. So why should the National Assembly be threatening to come and take over the place? Because he talk, I mean, I'm not be lawyer. He say now when there is a fundamental, don't say breakdown don't dey. Before you say okay, we'll go take over the house. According to the definition, breakdown never dey. So why should the National Assembly say want to take over the house?
Okay. Firstly, some of us, when we say these things, me I not be politician. Okay. I not do any political party. I don't intend to be one. Because not be pride for who say the person be politician for this
Nigeria.
country. You understand? Because when you can't see the way sometimes, even those way even go school where we be politicians. Because even with their level of education, the way they can't take the interpretation, you can't wonder say whether these politics they make person they turn somebody into something else. For me, when they wanted the constitution envisage, the constitution envisaged that 9 or 12 members will be in legislative house. As for in my own understanding of the law, once the constitution says waiting could fit constitute the house in the intention of the constitution that cannot be less than 24. And when we don't get a situation where we say we need even get half of that 24.
But there are people saying that according to the clerk of the house, what we hear, say the same message to these people saying they come for inauguration, they refuse to come.
Fine.
So if they refuse to come now, okay, I send you, say, I call you for your place, I will get, they inaugurate you today, another, you say, you know, they come, or you refuse to come, or maybe you say, are they kafacha, no, if you come
I
now.
expect you to balance them. You say the clerk say, what did the other side say?
No, I never talk finish now. I say this thing. You say, they give the matter, say, they call them in, they come. They no agree come and all of that. That's my personal, this thing. If not that one, I be the truth. But those people say, they no get that kind of invitation. You understand?
And another neutral body come investigate, come to a finding of fact, say they not disseminate that information properly, and look at the underlying factor.
But the law say, according to him, I say the law say that when there is a crisis, this one is tantamount to
I will get them.
crisis.
I'm telling you that in the context of what the Constitution envisages, is there a House of Assembly as envisaged by the Constitution? Where the Constitution says a House of Assembly shall not be less than 24. So if you now meet that standard with the Constitution talk, is there a proper House of Assembly?
We not get on record now. Say every inauguration of the National Assembly now say all the 360.
My brother,
wait first. Now say all the 360 members. He did for the house that day, but they still inaugurated.
Excuse me, sir.
And the 100.
Your argument they fall flat on his face.
Okay.
Because that
not be the law. The law
not say we have to put it side by side with the House of Rep and the National Assembly. It not talks say when you look at this section 91 or section 90 or so of the say, you must check whether when they inaugurate the House of Rep and when they inaugurate the Senate, whether they're complete. That not be the Constitution not say so. What did the Constitution say? They say no House of Assembly shall be less. Now that perspective that they look out for. From the perspective where they look at, it's like they tell me say, person wey a thief, armed robber, they not catch him, they not prosecute him. Then the one where they can't catch, prosecute, he go say why they go can't catch that one, why they go prosecute, and why that one thief, they not catch, they not prosecute him. That's not the argument. No follow on that line. It don't work now. You can't bring that kind of argument. Say because a person do him, you know right, they not follow him.
So if I decide not to come on the day of inauguration, why that one leave me?
That's not your own headache.
That's
not your own headache. But that is not the situation.
Okay.
That is not the situation.
Okay.
So once there is no validly constituted House of Assembly, anything we then do now, it go dey valid. They go fit come, they make the law.
Okay.
Look, listen to me. For me, I must make this point because some people go feel say, oh, if I have to be sentimental, to put in sentiment in this matter, I will speak in favor of what the executive do or whatever they do. Because me don't be beneficiary of even personally of the executive. But me want make it succeed. I don't want blemish for your own record. That this not the way where I reason say will be. Okay, if that problem, not the way you're not going to talk here.
Okay, that's not your personal.
So
that one, you feel that one at this thing. May I come back to you, my brother? You see, the talk and say they say the thing no they valid. The inauguration. You know they value. And try to let us know, say, yes, now 24 people are not supposed to do there.
I think not less than 24.
Not less than 24, according to...
And not more than 40.
According to that one. If you are saying now that the National Assembly, say they know they do right, say they won't talk over the proceedings of the House, when we say the House on the seat where, why you go stick on the holder like that, number one? And secondly, two, the 24 people when you say supposed to do the House, they're not there. So why you go ahead, go inaugurate the House?
Thank you very much. You know, this is our Constitution. When it be like when some people, I go describe them like person when they drown for water. Anything we see, now you hold on to.
Yes, no.
So,
or anything we hand meet.
Anything we hand meet, now you go one.
If you don't see road, yeah.
So if you see that interpretation when they try to put forward now, when Constitution talks, say, House of Assembly in Nigeria shall not be more than 40 and not less than 24. It just be like say you dey class now. They tell you say the quota for law student now 150. It no mean say at the end of the day, if they not go get that 150, say that class not go hold again. You don't understand my point?
I agree with you.
So the Constitution, they just talk and say the maximum for any House of Assembly go be 40 maximum. Then not less than 24. And we get 24 slots. They were all elected. Now the next thing when we talk about which that part of the session not even talk about at all, now the inauguration. And there are procedures for inauguration. The first procedure now for the governor to issue proclamation, which he has done. And the duty regarding inauguration starts and ends at that point. Now, the clerk can't give notices to the
24 members.
24 members.
But the members say
you wait, that one has speculation, You understand? It can't give.
Okay, what it be your old decision and speculation? What it be the guarantee? Where the stand put in trust?
No, man.
The clerk of the house.
No, look, they look at very clearly from official position. See what the clerk talk. So, if for instance I dey look for research now, I go meet the authority. Not the people when they talk for street, say see when they take down now 9 o'clock. But which information I go rely on? Now the one when I dey hear from street, I've been at the one when they officially tell me say, which one you go even take seriously if now you want to examine me.
Okay, no problem. I go pause
Make I quick abeg.
Okay.
Make I quick make this point. So you go find that say When it come to inauguration, proclamation first. After proclamation, the clerk give the members elect, which are 24, notices. And whether they come, they not come, clerk don't give them. And in order to carry out the business of the house, the Constitution also talked about quorum.
And brother, you talk about quorum. I talk of say you want to respond to something. Before we take all of those ones there, I don't understand what you mean by this quorum. Because this quorum road, don't pass the road, pass them over and over. Even the tires ready for the road, you don't they pull now and the rest. Where you want me, what you want me to go for that road when we say because I quorum again?
Wait till I talk. I talk about issuing a proclamation letter by the governor, which is the first step towards.
No, you don't talk about this one, the quorum road.
So when the matter can't take clerk hand, it can't give notices. There is this, say the Constitution envisage, say now 24 members, now they elect. Now the business of the house does start. Whether you call them administrative business, handled by the clerk, towards the inauguration of the house. Ordinarily gave notices according to the clerk of the house. According to the clerk of the house, he gave notices to everybody when they elect, make they come for inauguration.
Okay.
So in order to do inauguration, 1 come, 2 come, 3 come, 4 come, 5 come. It can be about 8, which can make quorum of the expected number. When the rest, if he reach that number, when the rest can decide not to come, after they don't give them notice, say business of house one start to, the 8th way they there, if he say make we go ahead.
Okay, no problem. We understand because you get where you say you want to for talk just now.
Yes, quickly.
Before they take us.
Quickly, we did in unison as to how many numbers supposed to constitute the House of Assembly.
Okay.
We did in unison with that. Now, you remember Osun State House of Assembly.
The reasoning behind the decision of the Supreme Court was because a member of the tribunal wey not dey in one of the sitting when they tender certain evidence and exhibits come make comments in the judgment concerning that day wey not dey. Wetin I wan talk be say if the law say 3 members na go constitute a panel for maybe court of appeal, they say quorum na 2. If 1 sit, it's invalid. You dey hear me so? If 3, 5 supposed to constitute the Supreme Court, 7 members supposed to be when they talk about constitutional matter, 6 go sit to decide the constitutional matter, na invalid. That the decision they give, nobody go take am in the ground. You understand? Now so the law be say. If the law says something, it must be like that.
Okay, but
then when they talk of quorum, if to say I not go through office, I come through from house. You go look the constitution. It's a quorum of members. It not say quorum from members elect.
Okay.
You must be member first before you go talk of quorum. Not be members elect they calculate quorum.
Okay, no problem.
You understand?
Your matter clear there for that one. Somebody there, I'm going to this call. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, who will they talk with you?
My name is Osas from Ekawa Road.
Okay, Osa, what do you want me to know?
Sir?
What do you want me to know?
I want to say, what the governor do now in fact, we don't do be that, which is to give them the proclamation. And after that, in work don't finish for the matter. To inaugurate the house, now the clerk, now he get that other responsibility. And as we don't see so, the clerk don't do anything law
supposed to
give them power to do, which is to call the members and they do their inauguration. The members where they are available at that point, they reach the number of people where they need to even do the inauguration, and they don't do them. The matter will remain now. They say the people where they Abuja, now maybe they can't join their their fellow members. In fact, as we stand now, they still be member-elect. They never even be full members of the house. So if they want to be full members of the house, I just make them come.
Okay, we hear what you say. You talk, my brother.
It's something where a lot of people never talk about. Okay. And where it go surprise you now.
So in response to that,
no, where go surprise you now. The Supreme Court don't interpret this section 105, section 3 in respect of proclamation.
Okay.
A lot of people don't know. In the case of Balowe against governor of Anambra State, he talks say he envisage a situation say maybe the governor not would like to issue proclamation, and the Supreme Court say if he no issue proclamation, that the House can go and have its first sitting even without the proclamation. Okay. That decision of the Supreme Court not be me talk in 2009. So the issue of the proclamation, Supreme Court say he not talk say without the proclamation, he not go fit do his first sitting.
Okay, because what
the interpretation of the Constitution. I just talk now because in all of this argument, a lot of people, nobody has said it. But that even the proclamation without it,
the House
could have still gone ahead to have his first sitting.
So if the governor do it, because you say you love the governor so much, yes. What they do, you know what may get blemish. Yes. This my brother has called just now. He said governor don't do his own.
I agree. You see, my argument has never been in condemnation of what the governor has done. Okay, so because the governor not get any responsibility we give our part for issue a proclamation.
Okay, somebody there. I'm going to take this call. Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, how would it happen?
These are Chris Asema. They call you for Benin here, Benin City.
Okay, Chris, more hear you.
Yeah, this matter will really talk like we for Edo know what really be the target. They say all these many katakara we both Senate and House of Rep people they do, you don't really join at all. Because we are still wondering, they are using a section of the Constitution to say that the House cannot sit. And we have been seeing it, everybody they are aware of what the House don't do already. They don't form committee members, the committee they do oversight function. The other day they will share for television how they go stadium, go check the ongoing work for there with deputy governor. And the other day again, they will also see the way they also screen the members, those commissioners where governor in appoint. So I don't really see any reason where between these people will come carry, insist they want to take over those state House of Assembly issues. You no join at all.
Okay. Thank you very much. We see the express of more calls. One will take 1 or 2 calls. Okay, somebody there. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Who would they talk with?
Good. From Metewa Road.
Okay, Egbe, how you doing?
Waiting me what's up for this matter. Since the matter don't already take court, the Senate or National Assembly, they want to tell us they don't respect the court again. That waiting the court they do, it don't mean anything again for Nigeria. Then my brother too, when he say the Quorum not form. I think they won't wait the outcome of the court if you believe in the Supreme Court for the one we talk. So make it still believe that the court will still give verdict when he go lie. So make the National Assembly wait for the court make the decide since the matter don't take court. That's only I see a reach.
Okay, it also make the National Assembly wait what the court will decide. The time when House of Reps come, you see where they run, they go make their wait, make Senate decide. Senate come now, the court talk the same way for waiting if be say yes, say the reps talk. What will be the guarantee now? Say if the court talk say yes, say what the House of Reps talk and Senate talk say correct. What will be the guarantee? Say people for those states go take and when they don't take the first two. You are the ask, my brother.
Thank you very much, my brother. You know the talk say court now be the last hope of a common man. That is why the principle of separation of power they're very important.
But we don't forget that people day now for even this our country now. Don't they would listen to what the court talk. When court don't give judgment.
You know
sometimes court go give judgment say what it is talk no even correct. I remember a case of Zamfara State when they say Supreme Court people talk say yes, that's what matter be. They say if they carry Supreme Court they go court again.
You know why that will be like that?
No, talk a matter. Just make add that to them.
Most times the issue of once politics don't miss for anything, now so it be.
Okay.
So the issue of politics and law, it be like oil and water.
We come mix together.
They're not they miss.
Okay.
But if you appear initially say the politics they succeed, but when the matter when the chiefs are down, politics will eventually bar to the law.
Okay.
You understand? So wetin make you see all this kata today? Now the wetin the Benin they call essay, the essay of politics. Now they follow this matter so.
Okay.
The both, especially the other side, the opposition side.
Which of the opposition side again?
Me no know. The first and foremost. Okay, may I tell you, governor now. Now they, I want to talk him. Now he be the people when they try to attack now. That's the is it governor or the House of Assembly? Edo State. Okay. Let me say now Edo State. Now that they fight against now, because now everybody they feel this effect of this whole fight. Now, the problem when they happen now be say the essay of politics don't already enter. It go be like say law no dey again. So he enter for Zamfara, but at the end of the day, politics no battle law. It bar. So all these things when we dey talk, we not supposed they talk them at all. If not for the essay of politics right now.
Okay, if essay of politics enters,
yes.
You know, if you say yes, go better for us to get political solution to run than judicial to a solution.
No, this one already passed that level.
Or political solution.
Because it already dey court already.
Okay, so more allow court.
Yes, it don't pass that level of political solution.
Okay.
So all of them, they want with their braggadocious political powers now. You understand? Ego.
Okay.
But the truth is, it don't pass that level. Now, it is supposed to be waiting with the call for law. Sub judice at this point. But the essay of politics still they follow. You know, say when dog go astray, you know they hear master whistle again.
Okay, don't say two things now don't talk now before the round up now. You say essay of politics don't enter inside. And second, you say ego don't say that not money now for you, Abi. Abi say ego don't enter inside, Abi.
Which one?
No, you say essay of politics.
Essay of politics. Politics don't take over. You say ego don't see the inside too.
No.
Ego. Okay. So if you look at this kind of matter now, as it be now, because you think see the worker they go, you know, feed the question I ask and say it go better for us to get political solution to this matter than judicial solution.
My brother, a political solution will spell doom for the future.
Okay.
I say so because tomorrow. When you, as you contest at that time as governor, and you win, you can't see, say, these faces of all these legislators who you want to take work, you not like them. You could just pick 3. Now you they pay the clerk now. They under your payroll. I beg, inaugurate only these people. I don't want other people. It happened for Baseki time. Now so it happen. No, it not go work. So we not go fit make as reference point. Make the court come, give us a decision on how it's supposed to be. What will be the right thing so that it will be a precedent to look up to. So that
by application, what you talk now, say the one when we say the National Assembly tomorrow and go outside.
Well, and you know, when you call me for this program, I called you for this program one time, and I say, look, I not get the processes with the court, whether National Assembly in a party, whether the issue of taking over the legislative function of the House of Assembly, they in issue for court. If those ones they in issue for court, say under party, of course they're supposed to wait. But I want to say something. If the matter as it be now, where they talk about in the court, truly every party supposed to wait and say, let us see what will be the decision of the court. As then they talk and say, na the matter na in the court. However, make we not always have this impression, say, when House of Rep talk that time, say, there's a process where House of Rep, and when they say National Assembly must do something, particularly for instance, whether they make law, House of Rep go pass their own law. They go pass it in the open. And the Senate go pass. Then they go harmonize. So when they first talk their own, as they say them, not be say they do wrong. Senate pass their, then they'll come harmonize the resolution. It will come be one resolution of the National Assembly. Not be say they do.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
I give you permit to make a quick say one thing.
We not go say that one thing. Don't
one. My own suggestion to the problem of this whole thing is both political and legal.
Okay.
Number one, make those people when they Abuja, may they come as, may they inaugurate them, we they expect them. People when they represent, they call for them.
Okay.
They should know that there is peace in Edo State. And secondly, make we wait, make court interpret regarding the grievance wey they get, whether wetin they do right or wrong,
That's
e dey
how we go
court
know.
am. Thank you.